Hello there! In this video, I'll walk you through the full set of questions from the new book, Cambridge IELTS 20, Test 1. Stick around till the end for a roundup of useful vocabulary to boost your exam performance. Ready to practice with me? Let's go! How much walking do you do in your daily life? I actually walk quite a bit, especially since I live in Midtown Toronto, where everything's fairly accessible on foot. Most days, I walk to the train station, which takes about 5 minutes, and then I usually do some errands or grab groceries on the way back. If the weather's nice, I sometimes take a longer route home just to get a bit of fresh air and clear my head. I wouldn't say I'm clocking marathon distances, but walking is definitely a regular part of my routine. Did you walk more when you were at school than now? Yeah, I'd say I did. Back in school, especially during high school, I used to walk everywhere. To classes, between buildings, even home sometimes if the weather was decent. It wasn't really a conscious choice. It was just part of my daily routine. These days, I still walk regularly, but I guess it's more intentional now, like going for a walk to unwind or get some exercise. What places are there to go for a walk near where you live? There are some great walking spots near Yonge and St. Clair. David Balfour Park has a peaceful ravine trail, and Mount Pleasant Cemetery is surprisingly popular for quiet walks. If I'm in the mood for something livelier, though, I'll just stroll along Yonge Street since there are lots of cafes and shops to explore. Would you ever like to go on a walking holiday? Yeah, I'd actually love that. There's something really appealing about slowing down and exploring a place on foot as you get to notice the little things you would probably miss otherwise. It's not just about the scenery though, it's the pace, the quiet, and the chance to disconnect for a bit. So, yeah, if I had the time and the right shoes, I'd be totally up for it. Part 2. Describe a play or a film you've seen that you would like to see again with friends. You should say what play or film you'd like to see again, who you would go with, what other people have said about this play or film, and explain why you would like to see this play or film again with friends. One film I'd love to see again with friends is Knives Out. It's a modern murder mystery with a brilliant cast and a clever plot that keeps you guessing until the very end. I saw it when it first came out, and I remember being completely hooked from the opening scene. The pacing, the humor, and the twists were all spot on. If I were to watch it again, I'd go with a few close friends who enjoy detective stories and dark humor. They're the kind of people who love trying to figure out the ending before it happens. So I think it'd be fun to watch them react to all the red herrings and plot twists. The film got a lot of praise from critics and audiences alike. People said it was a fresh take on the classic whodunit genre, with sharp writing and strong performances, especially from Daniel Craig, who played the quirky detective. It's one of those movies that's both entertaining and smart, which is pretty rare. After watching it, you can't help but talk about the clues, the characters, and how the story was put together. It's not just about watching, it's about sharing the experience and having a good laugh afterwards too. Part 3. Cinema and Theater. What are the most popular kinds of plays or shows at theaters in your country? In Canada, theater audiences enjoy a pretty wide range of shows, but musicals are probably the most popular. Big productions like Hamilton, The Lion King, or Come From Away tend to sell out quickly, especially in cities like Toronto. They've got huge appeal because of the music, the energy, and the storytelling. Classic plays are also quite popular, especially Shakespeare. At the same time, there's a growing interest in Canadian written plays, especially ones that explore social issues or reflect local culture. Indigenous and multicultural theater is becoming more visible too, which is great for diversity and representation. How easy is it to get tickets to the theater? It really depends on the show and the city, but in general, getting theater tickets in Canada is fairly straightforward. For big name productions in places like Toronto, especially musicals or popular plays, tickets can sell out quickly, so it's best to book in advance. Some shows offer group discounts or flexible payment plans, which makes things easier if you're going with friends. There are also ways to find cheaper tickets, like using discount programs or checking for last minute deals online. Do you think theaters need to do more to attract younger audiences? Yes, I think theaters definitely need to do more to attract younger audiences. A lot of young people see theater as expensive or old fashioned, especially when compared to movies or streaming platforms. To change that, theaters could offer student discounts, shorter performances, or interactive shows that feel more engaging. They could also promote plays through social media, collaborate with influencers, or even host behind the scenes content to make theater feel more accessible and exciting. What do you think attracts people to working as an actor? I think a lot of people are drawn to acting because it's creative and expressive. You get to step into different roles, explore emotions, and tell stories that really connect with audiences. There's also the excitement. Every project is different, and that variety keeps things interesting. Some actors are motivated by recognition too, whether it's fame or just being respected for their craft. What are some of the qualities that a person needs to have if they want to become an actor? To be a good actor, you need confidence, not just on stage, but to handle rejection too. Creativity and emotional awareness are key, since acting is all about expressing feelings and making characters believable. You also need patience and discipline, especially when work is slow or roles are tough. And being adaptable really helps. Taking direction, working with different people, and adjusting to new roles, for example. Can you think of any disadvantages of working as an actor? Well, one big downside is the lack of job security. Many actors struggle to find steady work, and the competition is intense. The hours can be unpredictable too, which makes it hard to plan your life. And if you become well known, dealing with public attention and criticism can be tough. So, while acting can be exciting, it definitely comes with its challenges. Good job. Now, here's a list of walk related verbs that'll make your English sound more natural and colorful. Everyday walks, stroll, saunter, wander, meander, roam. Fast or energetic walks. Stride, march, pace, power walk, dash. Sneaky or quiet walks. Tiptoe, sneak, creep. Emotional or dramatic walks. Storm, stomp, drift. Playful or unusual walks. Skip, hop, bounce, waddle, swagger. Boom, you've made it to the end. Subscribe here to follow the full journey through Cambridge IELTS 20. You can also click here to dive into the playlist for books 19, 18, and so much more. Happy learning, everybody!